Have you ever been in a room full of people and still felt separate? Not lonely exactly, just different. Like you're watching life from a step back. Like everyone else got a manual and you didn't. You laugh when they laugh, you talk when it's your turn, but something inside you whispers, "I don't fully belong here." And the strangest part? You can't explain why. Psychology has an explanation for this feeling, and it's not what most people think. It's not arrogance, it's not social anxiety, and it's definitely not that you're broken. It's something much deeper. Let's talk about it. The first truth nobody tells you. Feeling different is not a personality flaw. It's a perceptual difference. Most people experience the world on the surface level. They react, they adapt, they follow emotional momentum. But some people observe. They notice patterns in conversations. They feel emotional undercurrents. They sense when something is off, even when everything looks fine. Psychology calls this heightened self-awareness, and it changes everything. Why you feel out of sync in groups. There's a concept in psychology called social attunement. Most people subconsciously adjust themselves to match the group. They align opinions, they mirror emotions, they blend. It's not fake, it's survival. But if you're highly self-aware, your brain doesn't fully dissolve into the group. It stays separate enough to observe. So while others are inside the moment, you're slightly outside it, watching, analyzing, feeling. This creates a quiet distance, not because you don't care, but because your mind doesn't switch off. The role of depth versus speed. Here's another uncomfortable truth. Modern society rewards speed, not depth. Fast replies, quick jokes, surface conversations, easy emotions. But your mind works differently. You process slowly but deeply. You don't just hear words, you hear meaning. You don't just see actions, you see intention. And depth in a fast world creates friction. That friction feels like difference. Why small talk drains you. Small talk isn't meaningless, it's just thin. And if you're someone whose nervous system is wired for depth, thin interactions feel empty. Your brain is looking for emotional honesty, intellectual substance, psychological safety. And when it doesn't find it, it disconnects, not consciously, automatically. So you start feeling like an outsider even while participating. The shadow side of intelligence. Carl Jung believed that intelligence often comes with alienation, not because intelligent people are superior, but because they see contradictions others ignore. They notice hypocrisy, they sense emotional dishonesty, they question unspoken rules, and when you see too much, you can't fully unsee it. That creates distance. You start feeling like, I'm here, but not in it. Why you felt this way since you were young. Many people who feel different felt it early. As kids, they noticed things others didn't. They asked deeper questions. They felt emotions strongly. But instead of being understood, they were told, don't overthink it. You're too sensitive. Just relax. So they learned something dangerous. They learned to hide depth. They adapted externally, but stayed separate internally. That split is still there. The neuroscience behind it. Neuroscience shows that some brains have higher activity in areas related to self-reflection, emotional processing, and internal narrative. This means your mind is rarely quiet, not chaotic, active. And when your inner world is rich, the outer world can feel underwhelming. That's not a disorder, it's a difference in processing. Why you feel misunderstood even with people who like you. This part hurts. People can like you without truly seeing you. Because most people connect through similarity. You connect through depth. So even when you're accepted, you may feel unseen. Not because others are cruel, but because they don't operate on the same layer. It's like speaking the same language but using different frequencies. The biggest mistake people like you make: they assume something is wrong with them. They try to become normal. They force themselves to fit. They dull their perception. But that only increases the emptiness, because the goal isn't to become less aware. The goal is to become aligned. What this feeling is actually telling you: feeling different is not a sentence, it's a signal. A signal that you need fewer but deeper connections. You need meaning, not noise. You need environments that match your depth. When people like you find the right context, the right work, the right conversations, the right solitude, the difference turns into clarity. The final truth: you don't feel different because you don't belong. You feel different because you're not meant to dissolve. Some minds are designed to blend, others are designed to see. And seeing always comes with distance, but distance also comes with insight. So if you've felt different your whole life, stop asking what's wrong with you. Start asking, what am I built for? Because once you stop fighting your wiring, that difference becomes your strength. And when you finally meet people who operate on the same depth, you won't feel different anymore. You'll feel understood. And that changes everything.